Good evening. Welcome to Born to Live Free. In this tutorial we'll be discussing how to use the Trade Assessor. Okay, to access the Trade Assessor you do need to go and log into your username. Okay, so let's just log in, and once you've logged in you'll get this menu displayed. Okay, we just timed out, so let's go in. Okay, so here we have the BIAB Trade Assessor, Business in a Briefcase abbreviation. This Trade Assessor will analyze your answers that you give for the 16 questions about what you see in the chart in front of you to determine what's the highest choice action to take. So you do need to go and ensure that you answer the questions as best as you can, describing what you're seeing and not having an opinion about what you see. I put a couple of notes in there to clarify question 13. The actual crossing of a blue line over the red line must be a distance less than 1.5 candles away for it to be a yes. Okay, so when we get down to question 13 you'll see that. And question 16, with regards to the candle being spiked, if the candle is noticeably much bigger than the previous candle, or has a very long wick, or just spiked through a strong support or resistance line, the answer must be yes, it did spike. And one big note, only use and look at the Trade Assessor 5 minutes prior to opening of the new candle to be assessed. So at this stage you can have some of the answers pre-ticked already. When a new candle opens you only have a couple of things you're looking for, because if you start going halfway 15 minutes after the candle, it really serves no purpose. Okay, because waiting for a new candle to open is exactly that. Entry is at a new candle. Even 2 minutes after the new candle open, a candle could have traveled price action wise 50 to 150 pips. So if you came at 15 past, the action's already finished and you'll be trying to chase it, and then you'll get a negative cash flow in your bank account. Okay, so these are the questions, and all you need to do is really select the currency you're looking at, decide whether it's a buy or a sell, and the time frame chart that you're looking at. So at this stage let's just minimize or restore down this there, and what we're going to do is pretty much prepare maybe we'll do Aussie US. Okay, so once again what we'd like to do is to perhaps get the website up, having the questions next to it, and since we're looking at the Aussie US, then let's tick that. And you can see we're looking at blue candles going up, histogram's green, so generally the chart, even at this quick look, is looking for a buy, so we're going to ask buy questions. It's an hour time frame, we've got an hour there. Okay, so just pretend that there's 5 minutes to go. Some of the questions you can answer straight away prior to that the candle opening is question 1, are you okay to trade? I mean, seriously, ask yourself the question. Sometimes you come back in a not so good mood, or you just had an argument, you're really not in the right frame to trade, so place a no then. Donchian line blue, okay, generally the strength of that's going up. Most of the time with that sort of feel about it, That's probably going to be blue. I mean, if the new candle opens as red, you can always change it back. The histogram green, now this is the long-term histogram in window 2, and that's representing a daily MACD. So unless something drastic happens, that's going to be green. So let's put green in there and tick that. Sorry, question 3 was actually, is the histogram above 0, which it is, and is the histogram green. So those things are not really likely to change unless there's a drastic spike in the opposite direction, in which case you wouldn't be looking for a buy. Is the blue line pointing up? As you can see, it is pointing up. Is the blue line above the 0 line? Yes. Is the blue line above the red line? Question 6. Okay, I've skipped one. Pointing up. Blue line's above red. Blue line's above 0. There's a blue line. There's a 0. Now we go to question 10 and question 9. Question 8. Alright, really jumping around here. Okay, question 8 is coming from window 3. Window 3 is below window 2, and it has the RSI. Okay, so this is window 3, and what we're asking here is, did the RSI just cross up through 40, 50 or 60? At this place it hasn't, because it only crossed 60 back there, about 4 or 5 candles back, so that's a no. Okay, so question 9 is the histogram above 0, and we're talking about window 4 because it tells you which window to look for. And yes, you can see the histogram's above it. Is the histogram green? Yes, the histogram is green. Is the blue line above 0? Yes. Is blue line above red? Yes. Did the blue line just cross the red? Okay, it crossed back here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 candles. Remember, I clarified up above in the blurb that for it to be ticked yes, it's just crossed, it has to be 1.5 candles away. So it has to be about here. So this question will also be a no. Okay, question 14, is the blue line pointing down? Well, it's definitely not pointing down, so we'll leave it as no. Are both histograms pink? Well, they're definitely not pink, so that's a no. And did the previous candle spike? Okay, and in our talk up there, what we're saying is that the questions are, is it got real long wicks? Is it a lot bigger than the previous candles? Not really. Did it spike through a support resistance? Yes. So this one you actually would tick yes. Okay, because you can see the blue line. The red lines are support, the blue lines are resistance. Okay. So at this stage we'd submit it, and the trade analyzer would advise us whether this is a high probability trade or not. And it says no trade. Okay, so as simple as that. Thank you for that. We'll go in a little bit more into the histograms and that, but that's how you use the Trade Assessor.